This video is all about what are known as conditional statements. A conditional statement is a sentence that shows cause and effect. But instead of using cause and effect, for cause, we generally use the word hypothesis, more of a scientific mathematical word. And for effect, we refer to that as the conclusion. So cause and effect become hypothesis and conclusion. And the general structure we use when writing conditional statements is an if-then structure. If one thing, then the other. So for example, if it is raining outside, then it is cloudy. In this example, it is raining outside, that would be our hypothesis, the cause, the starting event. And it is cloudy would be our conclusion, or what happens building off that hypothesis. And when we talk about conditional statements in mathematics, we would oftentimes use what is known as symbolic notation, which is just something we can use for easy communication. Instead of always writing out this hypothesis and conclusion, we can use letters to substitute for those statements. And a common letter that we will use for the hypothesis is the letter P. In this case, our hypothesis, or P, would be it is raining outside. And the letter for the conclusion will often be Q. In this case, our conclusion, or Q, it is cloudy. And if we know what those stand for, we are then able to write our entire statement very briefly by writing that P implies Q, arrow in the middle, in place of the word implies. But the overall statement can be read if P, then Q. And making note of what I said, that arrow stands for an if-then statement. So let's see one more example then. All students take a math class. Right now this is not an if-then statement, but we can rewrite it as one and say that if someone is a student, then we know they take a math class. So in this statement, our hypothesis would be P equals a student. And our conclusion, Q, would equal take a math class. And now we have a structure that allows us to work with these statements in multiple ways, which you will see when you expand upon your knowledge of conditional statements in the lessons that follow after this one.